Do you get confused with all the products you see that are advertised these days? I know I do, and I have my own select few here that I use every day that I want to share with you to give you a bit of confidence or just to know what you need to use. First off, I use a prime and set mist. I use this before I put my makeup on and after because it stays. This has got cucumber, aloe, green tea extract and vitamin E. They're all antioxidants that you're going to be putting on your skin, which will soothe your skin throughout the day. Shake it up. It has a 16-hour stain power. You just let that go into your skin and you've primed. So the reason you do this is you want a gap between your skincare and your makeup. That's the reason for it. Next we'll go for foundation. Next I'm using the cream foundation. This will plump your skin up whilst you're using it and looks just as good at the beginning of the day as it does at the end of the day. This contains coffee seed extract, which protects your skin from UV protection. It also has magnolia bark extract, which soothes redness, and rosemary leaf extract. So it helps protect and plump your skin and hides the redness. Let's go. I use a kabuki brush for this, so a flat brush, and less is more. And I think the older we get, the more mature we get, we don't need as much, don't want as much. We want to cover redness, etc. So I use the cream all around my face, except around that eye area, and we'll get to that next. So I just bounce it in because I want the whole brush to be covered. I don't just want a little bit on the brush, and then I take a bit off here, and then I just bounce. Just bounce it in, right back to the ear, on the ear, chin, jawline, and down, and bounce. Now the reason we bounce, I was bouncing before most because I had a skin full of psoriasis on my face. Very humiliating, very hard to deal with, hated looking at myself, I needed an hour to get out the door to cover all this redness. You have no idea how bad it was. And if you're swiping, you're taking away too. This is going straight, and you're doing it softly, gently. You're not pressing down too hard. You're not banging it on. And it goes into your skin. And if you can see, it looks like my skin, only better. Just covers up all those main bits. We'll do the eyes later, but this is what we do. So beautiful, the finish. Now, traditionally around the eyes, we've used concealer. So I have a lot of fine lines under my eyes now, being 64 years of age. So what I use is our pressed powder. Don't let me lose you. Don't let me lose you. This pressed powder is made with sodium hyaluronate. It's pumping your skin up while you're using it. It has shea butter in it. It has kaolin clay, so if you are oily, that will soak up the oil. It has chamomile in it as well. So I get my small brush, same thing. I get it off most of my, I want the whole brush covered, and I go on my eye to get rid of the redness. Then with this little one here, I do the same thing. I get right in there where we have that shadow, right in the inner part of our eye. And I think we pretty much all have that. And this, if you use a concealer, you need to set it, because otherwise it gets into your fine lines and wrinkles. This powder does not. This powder does not, and it works as an eye primer too. Works as an eye primer as well. So that is our base face right now. Now this next step, it's up to you whether you do or not. I like to contour. So the difference between contouring and bronzing is like a light bronze all over the face. Contouring is giving yourself shadows to give you a more chiseled look. And I do that with the pressed powder, a couple of shades up. I use, this is the best brush, the sculpting brush. So you've got all those fabulous ingredients in here, but as I said, this is something, and the same thing, just getting it onto that brush and here. And from the top of the ear, you've got your bone. You've got your cheekbone. That's where I put it. Too much, you don't need a lot, and we will blend that out, okay? It's looking a little cray-cray, do not worry. Do as I do, no, do as I say, not as I do. So we're doing that, and when we contour, we also, I go right, and you want to go under, like right under, because you don't want it on your jawline, because it looks like you've got, you know, a little bit of a 3-day growth. And then same thing on the sides of the nose. You don't have to contour your nose if you don't want to. So what I will do now is I go back in with the brush I used to put on my foundation. I haven't put anything else on it, but we just go and blend it out, even it all out, so there are no harsh lines. The reason I've come down so low on the forehead is I have a 5 head. So I have a face, a forehead. If you've only got like a small forehead, it ends there. You don't need anything. If you've got 3, just to bring everything back to the face, you can put a little bit on the sides. I've got the full 5 header, and I like to bring everything back down to my eyes. Like I said, this is totally up to you whether you contour or not. But I would use this pressed powder for sure. Now, what we do need, and Google it, blush brings back life to the face. It really does. And I use creams where I can. And this cream, this is called Frosted Grape. And I get my, you can go on, but sometimes I can be heavy-handed. So I just get it from here. I do it on my hand, so the whole brush is full. And I go. And I'd rather use a little bit and then add. But you get that beautiful blush color, which you can use without the contour. I place it right on top of my contour, okay? Because we want everything lifted, and we go up towards the end of the brow. And you can even do a little bloop on your nose, okay? Last but not least, and this also, you will see this happen immediately. I'm just going back, doing what I did with the bronzer, just softening it out, not taking any off, just softening it out. I'm now using one of our highlighters, and these, as you can see, they are just beautiful. You can use these as eyeshadows as well. So I'll just get my highlighter brush, and I go right on that bone, right above everything. It is just beautiful. I do a little bit on my nose, just to get that light, and a little bit on the Cupid's bow. And that's what people, I think, youth is glow, and that's what it does for you. While I have still got the Frosted Grape out, this is also going to be my lipstick. You can use lip liner, or not. You can use your fingers or straight. It is so light and long lasting. It's beautiful. I use this quite a lot. And everything I use on my face, this is my base face every day. Now let's do some eyes. Eyeshadow. I love our liquid eyeshadows. We have 8 colors. I am doing one called, can I see it? It's a pink, Pinky Promise this is. And these liquid shadows, vitamin E, sodium hyaluronate, it's a one swipe. You just need one color. You can use more if you want to, but one color is all you need. You just need to get your applicator, get it on, and feel. I have hooded eyes, okay? I like it a bit darker. I have hooded eyes. So, as you can see over here, like all of this heads down. If I left it like that, you might see it a little bit, but not a lot. So with this applicator, I gently feel for the end of my eyeball. Then with a fluffy brush, distribute it, put more on if I want, but it's one and it's done. And then you use your mascara. And we have a blue, we have golden colors, we have neutral colors, anything you want. It's that easy. Last but not least, mascara. That is the only difference between this eye and this eye. And this is a product I can't live without. You've probably all got mascaras. So I'm going to put it on this eye. I use our 4D. So this is made with rice bran. It has Y-shaped fibers that go between your lashes to give you the fullness that you can get. But any mascara, this is the way I like to put it on because I like to get the most out of my mascara, as you can see. So I take off any excess. I'm looking down into a mirror and I want to go right to the root of the lashes and wiggle up. And I mean, this is you saw how quick it was to do this eye. I did no eyeshadow under my lashes. You can do that. I do, however, use mascara under there. I think it just widens the eye, makes your eye look bigger, finishes it off. Now for the second coat, I do re-dip, take everything off again, and I close this eye. And I go from the mid lash to the tip now, because we've done from the roots. And as you get to the end, flick them out, like go where you want to go. Don't just be doing the straight one all the way along. Fly those out. And it curls them up when you close your eyes and do them. And that is my 4D mascara. So I'm going to put all this in a cart for you. It is called the Confused Makeup Box. And you can take out what you want, take out what you don't want, and get what you need. You can change things, you can do whatever you want with this cart. But I hope that's been helpful. And this is my day-to-day makeup.